Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start part 3 of chapter number 8, Computer System Organization. In the last class we have studied about the central processing unit, which is the brain of the computer, and today we are going to talk about another unit which is known as the output unit. All of you know that output is the processed information. So the work of output unit is it produces output generated by CPU through the output devices which are attached to computer. These devices can also be used to store result for further use. Now let us learn some of the output devices. All of you know the most common output device is monitor, that is also known as VDU, and the full form of VDU is Visual Display Unit. It is used to display the output of the computer processed information on the screen. आप जो भी कंप्यूटर को डेटा देते हैं प्रोसेस करने के बाद आपके पास जो भी प्रोसेस्ड इंफॉर्मेशन आती है दैट इज शोन टू यू, दैट इज डिस्प्लेड टू यू ऑन द मॉनिटर और वीडियो. वो डिस्प्ले आपका CRT हो सकता है, जो पहले आपके कंप्यूटर्स बहुत बिग साइज के यूज होते थे. कैथोड रे ट्यूब डिस्प्ले हो सकता है. दैट कैन बी LCD और LED एज शोन हियर, और इट कैन बी टच सेंसिटिव, जिसमें हम टच करके सॉफ्टवेयर्स को ओपन कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट डिवाइस इज स्पीकर्स. All of you must have used speakers, and you must have seen speakers also. Speakers are used to generate the sound, and for a speaker to generate sound, a special device called sound card is required to be installed in the computer system. These are the speakers. Next we have is plotters. Now this is a picture of a plotter. You can see here a map is getting printed here. So these are used to produce the good quality images and drawings on the large size paper. On a printer also we can print, but the difference between the both is that printer can print small size paper, whereas plotter can print good quality images and on large size papers, and they are mainly used in the computer aided designing. Question can come ki what is the difference between plotter and printer, or what are the benefits and limitations of the plotter. So you can say that plotter can print on any material. It can be sheet, it can be aluminium, and it prints the good quality images on the large sized papers. And the limitations of plotter can be due to some space issues, it cannot be placed at that place where very little space is there. So when the space is very little, we prefer printers, and if we have to print small sized data, then we prefer printers. In case of the large size data like posters or your maps or drawings like this, or in the computer aided designing, we use plotters. Next is printers. Printer is used to generate the hard copy of the output generated by computer system. Suppose you have created, your teachers have created a question paper and they need to give to all the children. So what they do is they take the printout of that paper. So the printout is known as the hard copy, and it can print both text and images on the paper. Now printer can be classified as the impact printer and the non-impact printers. Now what are the impact printers? Impact printers were used earlier, and they had a mechanical contact between the printer head and the printer. But in non-impact printer, as the name suggests, there is no impact, means there is no contact, no machinery contact or mechanical contact between the printer head and the printer. Now we have here different types of printers. The first one is dot matrix printer, which is a type of impact printer. Here in the picture you can see this is a dot matrix printer, which was used earlier when the laser printer was not introduced or the inkjet printer didn't come. So what it does is it prints one character at a time, and it used dots to create an image. It strikes an ink soaked ribbon against the paper, and these printer used to create a lot of noise, and sometimes the ink used to get spread also on the paper. Though they have low operating cost and they can be used to generate carbon copies also, but nowadays we don't use them much. Next we have is inkjet, deskjet or bubblejet printer. These are the names of inkjet printer only. It is a type of non-impact printer. It uses the technique of spreading quick dry ink on paper, and they generate high quality printouts, and they are used in small offices and homes. Nowadays the printers which you see being used in the schools or in the offices or in the colleges, either they are laser printers or they are inkjet printers, because they produce high quality printouts, and they can be colored also or black and white also. Next we have is laser printer. It is also an example of non-impact printer. They use laser technology to print the document, and they are very fast printers and used for high quality printouts. You have to just remember the technique of the different printers. Like the inkjet one uses the technique of spreading quick dry ink, and the laser printer uses the laser technology to print the documents. Whereas dot matrix, what technology did it use? It used dots to create an image, and it used ink soaked ribbon against the paper. Next we have is the assignment part. The output unit is covered in this one. So part 3 of this unit is completed. The first question says explain output unit. This we have already covered. That is, it shows us the result with the help of output devices attached to the computer. You can give the names of any one or two output devices like monitor, speaker, etc. Next question is discuss the following devices. The first is VDU, that is visual display unit. Monitor you have to tell. Next is printer. You have to give the definition of printer as well as the types of printer. Then plotter with its benefits and limitations. Benefits and limitations we have discussed in the video, that you can write down. Speakers, just write the definition of the speakers. And question number 3 says a school newsletter contains text and images in it. The teacher needs 1000 copies of this newsletter. Give some reasons why a laser printer should be used rather than an inkjet or a dot matrix printer, and briefly explain the working of a laser printer also. The working can be easily explained by just watching the video once, and you will come to know. You have to write down the technology basically on which the laser printer works, and the reason why laser printer should be used rather than the inkjet or dot matrix. In this you can tell that it has a faster processing speed, it prints fastly, plus the second thing is it gives a high quality printouts which are better than the inkjet or dot matrix printer, and it does not make noise while printing. It can be the third point. And the fourth point is the cost per page is low. The cost to print a page by the laser printer is less than that of the printout taken by the inkjet or the dot matrix printer. So you can write down 4 points in this one. This is the way you have to complete your assignment, and complete all the question answers regularly in your notebooks.